Hello, welcome to another video on how to write faster. In this video, the topic is about how to seriously improve your handwriting. Right? This is not a video about typing, so if you are wanting to learn how to type faster, please check out some of the other videos that I have on the channel. I'll put a link in the description below. This video is about learning how to write faster with your hand. Okay, the first tip that I have for you is that before you even start writing, understand your audience. In other words, know who you are writing to. Now, if you are writing for academic purposes, okay, for example, you are sitting for an exam, you probably do not need the most beautiful handwriting in the world, right? You probably just need to write in a legible fashion so that the examiner can understand what you're writing about. And then you want to complete the assignment as fast as possible. However, if you are learning to write, if you are wanting to write to a good friend, all right, or somebody whom you think is very important to you, you most likely would like to write in your best handwriting, right? Because that's how you appear more sincere. When you're writing a letter to somebody who has a personal relationship with you. So, understand your audience, know who you are writing to. Okay, so if, think about whether, the appearance of the handwriting matters that much or not. Okay, now if, you're struggling with, writing, beautiful handwriting, I suggest, you, take a look at, some of the other tips that I have for you. Now, the second tip that I have is to pick a pen that works well for you. There are many different types of pen around, right? Some are fountain pens, some are ballpoint pens, and personally, I prefer to use a ballpoint pen, right? Because the ink does not smudge easily. So even if I am to run my finger or my palm across the ink, that would not lead to untidy handwriting. The ballpoint pen is especially recommended for those of you who have sweaty palms. So if you sweat a lot and water tends to come into contact with the ink, try to use a ballpoint pen, right? Do not try to use those gel-based pen where the ink is actually very strong, okay, and very nice, okay, but they do smudge when they come into contact with water. But on the other hand, if you have very dry hands and a gel-based pen works well for you, then please go ahead, because the ink actually comes out very well, it flows very well, and some people actually have very nice handwriting when they use gel-based pens. And fountain pens, if you have any practice or training with it, then please use that. And I personally do not use fountain-based pen, so I cannot comment on that too much. But from what I've read, fountain pens, the ink from the pens actually flow quite effortlessly, right? So it can actually help you to write in very pretty handwriting if you know how to do that. But I suggest taking a look at some of the courses that are out there on how to use fountain pens properly. And of course, before you write on the actual piece of writing, make sure that you test out and try out the different styles of handwriting that you have. Learn to write at different speeds, and then see how your handwriting turns out. Do you prefer to write in cursive handwriting? Does your handwriting float above the lines, or do you prefer to write on the lines? So different people have different styles of handwriting. So see which one you prefer. And then make sure that you choose a style that suits the purpose that you are writing for. And finally, since we are always writing for other people to read, always ask for feedback. Alright? So if you are writing for exam purposes, when you're doing your homework or handing up assignments, do check back with your teachers to see if they have any problems reading your handwriting. If so, which are the words that they have difficulty picking up, and then you might want to make some adjustments later. Alright, so that's all I have in this video. Hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have any other challenges that you would like me to cover in future videos, please leave a comment below, and be sure to subscribe so that when I post a video, which usually happens about once a week or once every couple of weeks, you will be notified. Alright, that's all. Thanks. See you in the next video. Bye bye.